Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Beavers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Using his legs, and Sutton picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's busted. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Motion from the wideout. Runs through a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hankerson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Discards him with the stiff arm. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Beavers have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
He's going to fire deep. Makes a catch at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Murphy. Quick completion on the out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aztecs.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Hankerson. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hankerson. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he added the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unleashes one. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McClure. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
One of the things about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Aztecs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then
he uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Now on the move. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Back to throw, it's Emmanuel. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is in the air. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for space. It's Sutton. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defender everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Aztecs. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grab near the marker is Clemens. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Carr. Smacks it with the stiff arm. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hankerson. Breaks the tackle.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Hankerson. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Aztecs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got it, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. The short hands, it's Napier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Aztecs line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. looking to pass. It's Murphy. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hankerson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Beavers are on the move. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. On the ground. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
And this team needs more of that. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. They boot it away on 4th down. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Hankerson. Across the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He's got an open man. Gives him the big stiff arm. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Brings up 2nd down.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Emmanuel. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. Turning it on. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Now the toss. Hits the crease. The 20. He's at the touchdown, San Diego State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see some of the offense talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Rushes on him. Running into the open space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You've got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the Beavers have their offense in high gear. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ballgame.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so...
Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 25. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown Aztecs. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Murphy. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? That's caught. It's Hankerson. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And he holds it in at the 25. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, San Diego State.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. They boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.